Ocean City's all-inclusive resort that's not a resort. We're all-inclusive. It's like a good riddle. What has all the features and amenities of a great resort, but isn't a resort? Because Fannie and Freddie hate the word resort. If you've been to Ocean City more than a time or two, chances are you're familiar with that long stretch of high-rise buildings between 94th Street and 118th Street that locals refer to as high-rise row or condo row. Within that 1.5 mile stretch, you'll find a range of condo buildings, each with a wide range of floor plans and amenities. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that buyers will almost certainly ask us which one's the best one. And depending on who you ask, you'll hear a few different options. But when you boil this down to the real heart of the question, most local agents are going to name one of two buildings. Now, that's not to say that other condo buildings might not really be great buildings or maybe even a better fit for you as a buyer. Might I suggest you watch our video on English Towers, Ocean City's invisible condo building, or maybe the best. But when you're talking about the masses and you're looking for a consensus answer for the building that offers most of the best or best of the most, chances are you're going to hear about Sea-Watch and Golden Sands. And today, we're going to take an in-depth look at the Sea-Watch condominium. I hope you're ready. Let's go. So what is it about this building that so many people love? Why is this building constantly being named as one of the best? What makes this building so different from the rest? By the end of this video, I promise you, you'll be well-versed in all things Sea-Watch. If this is your first building tour with us, I need to point out, we do a few things a little different around here. We don't just talk about the building. Hi, here's the lobby, here's the entrance, look at the pool, now the elevators. We want to share our knowledge, the history, what makes each one of these properties unique and totally different from the rest. And that starts with understanding what's nearby. I do this because I know that owning a beach property isn't only about the four walls and what's inside them. It's also about what's close by. You're not buying a place. You're buying something that's at the beach. For most of you, the concept of being at the beach comes first in this process. You have a picture of what the beach lifestyle is, what it means, and what it looks like for you. And I know that every building has benefits and features both unique to it and around it that create something very unique. I was born here, raised here. I know how great Ocean City is. It's a small town. Everything's within easy reach. No matter where you're staying, you're always a quick drive or bus ride away from anything in town. Whether that's our boardwalk, water slides, amusement parks, water sports, parasailing, local crab houses, candy shops, mini golf. Ocean City has lots of mini golf. More importantly though, people really want to know what's close to this place, like in your backyard. And that's what we do first. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Sea-Watch is located on 115th Street, putting it on the northern end of Condo Row. And personally, I think this location in Condo Row is one of the luckiest. You can park your car and not have to use it for your entire trip. So how about we just run through this bullet point list of walkable, bike rideable, quickly, easily accessible local businesses and attractions to Sea-Watch. You've got the Gold Coast Mall, sushi, Italian dining, movie theater, candy kitchen, gyms, ice cream, because they go well together, the original Green Turtle, local pizza shops, grocery stores, coffee shops, fitness centers, Dunkin' Donuts, baseball fields, bike trails, fishing, crabbing, piers, indoor sports complex, mini golf. And that's just what's really close by. I can keep going and going, kind of the Energizer Bunny thing here. Look, I know that when you're buying a beach place, it's where you go It's what you do when you're here that's just as important as where you stay. It's about being at the beach just as much as it is about your beach place, which segues perfectly into why we're here. Ocean City's white sandy beaches. What most people don't know or appreciate is that Ocean City has some of the best beaches in the world, in part because the town of Ocean City actually cleans their beaches at night in the summer. They clean the beach, the sand, every night. Something we like to always point out because it makes beaches here at the Sea Watch or anywhere else in Ocean City some of the nicest, cleanest, safest beaches anywhere. We're proud of that. Okay, that's enough background and nearby info. Let's dive into the good stuff. You're gonna know from the moment you turn off Coastal Highway onto the grounds of this building, it's not like the rest. Meticulously landscaped grounds, lots of open spaces, and a very unique and impressive architectural design. Sea Watch is as close as you're gonna get to a mini resort in Ocean City. The on-site features and amenities are unlike any other buildings at the beach. It was built in 1975 as the answer to buyers that wanted more. They wanted more to do, they wanted more views, they wanted more amenities, they wanted more parking, more bedrooms. This building delivered. So let's show you what we're talking about. You're at Sea Watch, you've pulled into the property, you've parked your car in the parking garage, and you're ready to explore. What do you need to know before we check this place out? Sea Watch is one of Ocean City's largest condo buildings in OC with 400 residences. But it's also built on one of the largest pieces of oceanfront land, ensuring it never feels too crowded, even in the middle of summer. Shaped like a giant V with the narrow point on the ocean front is the O1 stack, the only true direct oceanfront residence in the building. But due to its shape and design, every residence on both sides of the V still get oceanfront views. And what's even cooler is, as you get into the mid-floor and higher, all of those condos also get to take in some really impressive skyline and even bay views, meaning you can sit on your balcony, watch the sunrise, and from that very same balcony, watch the skyline as the sun sets. While we're on that subject of the deep V and the unique V design, and how it gives every condo a great view from the outside, it's what the architects did with the inside of that V that separates this condo building from everything else in Ocean City. So you've parked your car, you're leaving the parking garage, and you walk into a massive green space surrounded by trees, beautifully landscaped gardens, secluded pathways that lead you to private water features. It's not your typical Ocean City building. Wander around long enough, you'll come across my place, Sea Watch's own private cafe. This place has been around forever. Locals know it well because the original owners, the Reel family, I bet you didn't know their son Jay Reel was the #1 professional bodyboarder in the world. And Mrs. Reel was always at the store to welcome you in, take your photo, check out the walls with yearly collages of guests from every summer. And while you're there trying to find Waldo, you'll probably see my photo up there too much. Leaving my place, you can head to the front of the lobby where you'll find an impressive list of amenities, including the building's expansive fitness center, which is far from a forgotten hole in the wall. The building's enormous private arcade room for those days you don't want the kids to be in the condo, anywhere but the condo. Billiards room, Sea Watch's own private movie theater. They have their own private movie theater with showtimes and feature movies being played all summer. And we're not done yet, like not even close. Head out to the north side of the building and you'll find the building's private basketball courts, tennis courts, beach volleyball court, cornhole, and a really impressive kids playground. I could stop there and this building would be at the top of most lists, but we're not done yet. Head over to the other side of the oceanfront and you'll find beach access with outdoor showers, a nice private elevated sun deck with tables, umbrellas in the summer, which sits directly in front of a stunning outdoor pool, which sits directly in front of their glass domed indoor pool, which sits directly in front of their one-of-a-kind kids splash pad. Does it make your brain hurt? Mine does. This building gives every condo owner ground floor beach lockers for small beach chairs, lockable beach storage. And each of the 3 corners of the building's V-shaped design hosts 2 newly renovated high-speed elevators, making 6 elevators in total spread across 3 lobbies. The goal and the benefit of this design, having people more evenly spread out, reducing or eliminating lines and wait times, plus it minimizes the impact of people having to walk past the back of any one condo unit. I hope you're starting to see why this building is one of the most talked about buildings at the beach. And just like most things in life, there's all the stuff you see, and there's all the stuff you don't. You can see the pools, the arcade, the private parking garage, the beautiful grounds, the movie theater, the tennis courts, and all those things are really cool benefits to owning in the building. But oftentimes it's the stuff you don't see, that you don't know about, that can make your beach purchase a home run or a choice you might regret. We hate regrets, so let's take a moment. Let's cover the important you don't see items at Sea-Watch. At the top of the list is something we cover every time we do one of these videos for a major condo building: their management team. Sea-Watch has their own team of in-house, on-site property managers dedicated to this building. In their tenure, they've managed to keep this building at the forefront of Ocean City's buildings on Condo Row. Take note of this year's recently renovated lobbies, the never-ending landscaped grounds, the new elevators, the whole building. Everywhere you look, things have been renovated, updated, and improved. In more recent times, they've updated all of the sliding doors in the building, resurfaced the balconies, replaced the railings. They've made sure the building shows as well or better today than when it was first built. This team has been proactive for years, performing maintenance and scheduled improvements on or ahead of schedule. Their reserve study has been done, their financials are solid, and when you have 400 units paying into the yearly budget, it's easier to afford all these amenities while still managing to have some of the most reasonable condo fees at the beach. And while we're talking about staff, I don't want to forget to shine a light on the building's on-site maintenance and security teams. These 2 teams work hand in hand behind the scenes to keep the place looking great and operating as seamlessly as it does. Until you're a unit owner in the building, you won't know how to appreciate just how amazing and how awesome it is to have those 3 teams on site. You won't know how amazing having the security guards at the entrance of the parking garage is. You won't realize how amazing the building design is, keeping the interior walkways to the condo protected from most of the winds in the off-season. You won't realize how much you appreciate the architect's design, utilizing 3 different lobbies with 3 different elevator stacks until you're there on a busy day in the summer. And you don't even notice that it's Ocean City's largest building. These are the types of things you don't even think about that end up making a really big difference in your entire ownership experience. If these building videos have one thing in common, it's my breakdown of each building, what's nearby, the key features, things to know about the building, and then the final chapter is always the condos themselves. The Sea-Watch, it's one of Ocean City's easiest buildings to learn. Count them, 3 different floor plans. You have the building's 3-bedroom OO stack on the direct of the ocean front. They're really cool condos. They're stretched out wide across the ocean front, meaning the whole condo gets a view, living room and the bedrooms, plus a really big oceanfront balcony. Then you have the 888 square foot, 2-bedroom plus den floor plan. This makes up the majority of the building. So chances are, if you're looking at a Sea-Watch condo, it's this floor plan. And while they are one of Ocean City's smaller 2-bedroom floor plans, they pack a lot of punch into that space. It's an efficient layout. It has floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall windows in the living room and the master bedroom. And finally, you have your penthouse residences on the top floor. Top 2 floors. They're 2-story penthouses, townhome style. Are any of these the biggest floor plans at the beach? No, not by a long shot. But that's not what this building's about. You're not supposed to be inside the condo when you're there. Think about all those amenities, all that space, all the other places you can be. All that is extra square footage and extra room you get when you own at the Sea-Watch. And it adds up pretty quick. I like to make the same point near the end of every building video. And I do it because I've found it's important reminders to help keep buyers focused on what's really important. If you don't like the paint or the flooring or the kitchen or the furniture or the bathrooms, just remember, these are all things you can change, upgrade, update. You can't change your view. You can't change the location. And you definitely can't change the fact that Sea-Watch is one of a kind. Maybe the Sea-Watch is a great fit for you, maybe it isn't. Either way, I hope the video helped. Before you buy your next oceanfront place, make sure you take the time to interview and hire a great local agent. If you're not already working with a great one, I'd love to help. I was born here, I live here. I learned from my father, who was a realtor for 40 years. And I have 27 years of my own local knowledge and passion I'm happy to share with you. If you'd like more information on anything we covered today, let us know in the comments below. We want to hear from you. Interested in learning more about what's for sale at the Sea-Watch? Check out our pinned comment below for a link of all active listings in the Sea-Watch building. Thanks for hanging out, and remember, our goal is to give you the resources, tools, and knowledge to be the best and most savvy beach buyers and sellers. We're going to see you next episode.